Okay. Capricorn, how's it going? It is 2:56 p.m. Central Time. It is March 18th, Saturday. So let's see. Hopefully all is well. I'm going to get into the energy. There's much coming through. I just wanted to say that we are in the Pisces, the end of the Pisces season. The 21st will be Aries season, right? And we are currently in an Aquarius moon cycle. Going to be the new moon on the 21st in Aries. Well, it's Pisces shifting out into Aries. New moon. So what's coming through in energy, and I'm not sure if I said that there's like much energies, like messages coming through, but I'm just going to get directly to what I jotted down for us today. Is Capricorn energy, your energy, earth energy. So in that energy, what was surrounding it was the water energy and fire energy, Aries and Pisces, although Pisces was in reverse and Aries was upright, and it was like you were the gap, right, of the gap. Interesting how that's coming through. So it was also what's coming through was if communication wasn't eye to eye, that is being corrected. Any errors, and I'm to write errors. Any errors are being corrected. And with Aquarius in reverse and Gemini also was in reverse, near each other in energy, right? So the healing way of being, right, and the way of loving, expressing, and exchanging, right, those were in reverse. That wasn't so much the case for the energy that's coming through for someone in particular. And I also think Spirit, take what resonates most with you. So what stands out the most, listen to that end as your message, right? Anything other, let it go, let it flow. It may not be for you now or ever, right? And you're gonna know that best. So utilize your intuition, your discernment, right, and to pinpoint what's going on within your life circumstances. These could be energies that you're displaying, transmitting, or receiving, right? You're gonna know that best. Okay, thank you, Spirit. And so that was coming through. So there was like approaches and behavior patterns that were going on. So whether of self or others, right? And also what's coming through was Virgo energy with Sagittarius energy. Although Sagittarius energy was in reverse and Virgo was crossing, overlapping and crossing Sagittarius energy. So what was coming through was defining a proper structure and also controlling passion. And also what was coming through was, it was like, so there's two energies going on. There was controlling passion and also what is and what was passion and prior, right? That was coming through. So what is and what was. So it's also a reflective energy. How am I to define what was actual passion and what is actual passion, and not just of others, but that it's more so of self, inward energy, right? Internal energy going on. So what was real? That's how I'm hearing. What was real? You know, if this wasn't real, what was real? That's what's coming through. So whether this is, and this is also an outside energy coming through as questioning what is real. So it could be like a cross watcher, like those that are involved with the Capricorn. And it doesn't, and what's coming through is they may not even be fully a Capricorn, but they may have multiple placements of Capricorn, right? So that's how you're going to be able to pinpoint that also. So what is real and what was real, right? To define that's cross watcher energy. Excuse me. Yeah, there you go. Cross watcher vibes there. Okay. And then so the other energies that were coming through was Cancer, although it's in reverse, Libra and Scorpio also in reverse, and Leo upright. Leo was crossing. I feel like I'm saying a Leo. I don't know if that's someone you speak on, right? But that was coming through, or you're involved with someone or something of that nature, or that's a name, right? A Leo, right? That's coming through. So that may be a specific message there for someone, right? In particular. So Leo was crossing and overlapping Libra and Scorpio energy. Leo and Scorpio energy were in reverse, as I said before. But Libra and Scorpio energy were in reverse, and Leo on top of both Scorpio and Libra, although it was overlapping both. It was crossing and overlapping, right? And then also Taurus energy was also nearby. So what was coming through is the imbalance was the prior destination. And so like wherever, like the energies that were being moved in were an energy of imbalance, but that ended to the destination. So it was like an individual operating in a certain manner, and that's where that's how the destination ends up in a manner, right? Whatever manner it is, like the good or the bad, right? The good or not so good, That's that matter. But this was the imbalance was the prior destination. Therefore, it was the imbalance going on within the energy of involved within self or those within others, like of involvement, right? The effects, like cause and effects vibes there. So patterns which toppled the dynamic involvement patterns, and this is, I'm getting inward energy. This is water emotional energy, right? This is patterns which toppled the dynamics involved. You know that game Topple? That was what was depicted coming to me. And there was a greed vibe going on. So it was uneven. So that's how involvements end up toppled. They, look up the game Toppled, TOPPLED, right? And you're gonna see the way of that game if you're not aware, right? It's like kind of like a seesaw energy there. And depending on the weight on the game, right? So yeah, check that out if you're being gravitated to do so. I advise. And Taurus and energy was, let me make sure that's recording, yes. Clear, straightforward contracts are to be, as I'm aligned to direct fits. What is direct? What is proper, right? And it's straightforward. These are contracts that are honorable. These are as should be, right? And that communication is gonna be, there's a lot of energy going on. I'll say that if communication is going to be corrected, there was some prior interference, right, or errors going on, whether that's within self or both, right, within self and involvement with others, right. There's like a lot of individuals are impacted by everything going on in the world, right. We all have our own life, and what comes along with that, right? It's 303, and we're all affected by the next, right? And vice versa, we're affecting the next, right? Each decision we make takes part, is within the frequencies, right? Each decision we make affects the next, right? That's how we work. That's how the economy flows, the energy flows, work with each other, right? Everyone's affecting the next domino, like the domino falling down, right? And one falls, like, one's up, they're all up, one's proper and one's assisting. And I feel like some individual, also the spirit, doing more than they're doing more than and have been done more than, and then also to receive less than was coming through, but doing more than and and end up receiving less than. So it's very interesting, that topple energy, right? So it was coming through in my deck, showing through. Hopefully you're following along with me. Is call, text a friend, reach out to your loved ones that are incarcerated. And I'm also feeling like, those individuals that are like keeping themselves in solitude, right? And like indoors, like that's also a form of like incarceration, but it's like, that's like a willingness. But those that are wanting just to be indoors, stuck in the house or whatnot, right? They reach out to them, right? Light versus light was showing through. And function and best that energy. Reserve, critical thinker, and calm. There's a function. There's like, noticing the function. How do I function? How was I functioning? I'm getting clear, excuse me. Yeah, clearing that. How was I functioning? There was a matter going on. For someone, it is going on, and that they still aren't aware of, right? But it's like, you have the ability and the insights, and so it's not like you're not aware. You're not accepting that truth, that fact for someone in particular. And Spirit's like, so you can't go around it. And ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, right? Especially when you have certain knowledge regarding certain matters, right? Certain intelligent, right? Then there's no ifs, ands, or but about that. Okay? Like, if you're functioning properly, that's gonna be evident. If you're not, that's gonna be evident, right? Within any position. Okay? We're in love, and that is showing through. And pop-up wellness checks. This is for the masculine energy. I mean, of course, regardless of whether you're a masculine, and you're being advised to check up on your masculines, because that's what this energy is about. And also, just if you're a femme, checking in on masculines, right? Checking in on your masculines. And also even with your lover, right? Or potential lover for some. We're in love, and that shows, because there's a necessity like to be insured. Someone needs to be reassured, right? Communication is key. Communication is key to many pathways. Yeah, and that's right below that. To many pathways, communication is key. Also showing through is less is more. And every day I'm what? What's your grind? What's your grind? Your productivity. Every day I'm what? What is the involvement? What is the direction? What is even the thoughts, the mental state going on, right? That's what's coming through. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Clear be from the Sacred Self-Care deck. Hopefully all is well. Clear the energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear be the energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear be the energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's see. From the Sacred Self-Care deck for Capricorn, Haru's guidance and assistance insight. Capricorn, Haru's. High is good. High is good. High is good. Thank you. High is good. The high is good for Capricorn, Haru's. Oh, okay. All right. We have Planet Vacation. And the last few reads I did a couple of days ago, or more than a couple of days, the Planet Vacation, that shifting flight energy that was coming out often. So ground yourself, getting rooted. I'm hearing to the core, Earth energy, Capricorn, right? Watch a movie, getting yourself centered with a good movie to relax you, getting you into a preferred vibe, right? Soak in a bath is also going to allow you to connect with self. Is coming through. Soak in a bath, clearing out the energies, right? I'm getting where there's this like a bath ritual going on. And there's a big the energies of trying to detach to energies of self and others, right? The prior involvement, that's big energy there going on. Health checkup, yeah, because there's concern regarding what, like, everything that was being done, right, of self and others. It could have even been sexual, right, pleasures and connections, sexuality with you know how you, let me see, I'm gonna have to turn my camera, how you express yourself and connect yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and just turn this camera because more coming out, and what's most important is these cards anyways at the moment. Pleasure. So I'm getting self-seeking, satisfying self. So it's like more of energies that I'm not that concerned of what could be, right? What could come of it. So it was a self pleasing. Then we have making altar, and so but and now with what comes down to it now, everything that's coming back to play and circling, right, and completion, a full course, then it's like, whoa, like I'm getting that, whoa, I didn't realize in the depths of all that was going on. And also it could be for some, because I was picking this up, that energies, children and young teens, 1, 2, 3, 4, clear B, are needed to be more informed of sexuality, because what all could come of it. It needs to be more educated, not just like a basics. It need to like be explained fully of the ups and downs and the outcomes, and like by examples and demonstrations of like, you know, with the STDs that could be demonstrated or through a video, right? And demonstrations of an example of how certain things occurred within like a witnessing, like witness something from someone, right? An outside source or involvement and whatnot. Just to be on point regarding this and how energies work and how they're absorbed and need to be detached from, right? Even regarding movies. And it's like stems from childhood. It stems from childhood, like the roots from, and that's like it's seeded, right? It's planted. What is being seen, viewed, right? Exposed. How young children are being exposed to certain involvement, right? And how at the end of the day, there needs to be more education on the absorption. I'm hearing like absorption. Okay, yeah, of how that all plays out, right, in full, like all the links of that, right? It will affect the spiritual, and a lot of individuals they do like by scientific terminology. So it's like the mental state, the emotional state, right, the physical state, right, and it's all entwined with the spiritual. It all take part, right? But yeah, there's titles in order for others to define certain way of beings that help certain people within their comprehension, right? And not all are in belief of certain spirituality or certain involvement of spirituality, right? But yeah, it takes part, so it doesn't matter so much if they believe it or not. It still is evident, and not all are educated on that or equipped, have the capacity to comprehend that. Is how it's going. Like, everyone has their own field of comprehension and intelligence, and that's where we all exchange and collaborate in a sense, right? Bringing that truth and that knowledge into that to form a proper function, right? Health checkup. And it's also like being mindful of how your kids are speaking to doctors, because not all will comprehend, like I'm saying, of the spiritual. Like, so if say you're someone who is open in expression on spirituality with your daughter or son, right, then being mindful to inform them of not everyone is as open-minded or as connected with the spirituality, not as informed or with that mental capacity to comprehend that, right? So be mindful that not everything could be shared with the doctor, because then they try to place like diagnosis on children, right? And just to know, like, to explain best of pleasure and how there's appropriate ways and there's not, right? That way they could have the full capacity, comprehension, and able to capacitate what is, what is and what was and what isn't, right? It's kind of like that energy is coming through, what was and what isn't. This even could be for self, right? That an adult wasn't educated on this, wasn't informed of this, or right? Or like, they just didn't know, because in full, they knew of some stuff, right? But in full, on all levels, in the depths, they didn't know, and making an altar and to pray. I'm getting where they came into contact with the individual that was educating them some, and then this individual with this information, therefore ended up. So this is Earth energy, Capricorn, Earth energy, or someone with a highly aspected Capricorn in their charts, right? Where then moving and operating with this information, although it wasn't in that proper manner, right? There was an imbalance, and the destination ended up in an imbalance, right? Because that's a Gemini and Aquarius energy. They were in reverse. It wasn't love appropriately or accurately, or like it wasn't in a healing like vibe. That's the best way I could put it. There was more. It was like this source of information was therefore being utilized within their capacity, right? And then trying to build and work off of that energy. Thank you, Spirit. Clear through the energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 3:14 p.m. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm about to say December 18th. It is March 18th. That's interesting. Okay, your birthday may be in December for someone that I'm speaking on, like the energy that's coming through, right? We have 5 of Wands below this. Ground yourself. Yeah, there was a lot of conflict going on, and at the root of the stem of an individual, the root to the stem is coming through. We have the Ace of Pentacles on watching a movie. Definitely gonna be able to refine yourself and connecting with this movie. I'm getting like more of a spiritual movie. Like I'm seeing that movie Left Behind in my mind's eye. Left Behind and the Revelation. There's a few movies Left Behind. Tribulation, Left Behind, and Revelation. It's coming to mind. You may want to check out those movies. Thank you, Spirit. And all educational purposes, right? It's movies I've seen when I was young, and they were connected to spiritual. Thank you, Spirit. Spirituality. Not so much on this, but this could even assist, right, and able to getting yourself firm and centered, right, and how I'm getting like this intake of information to capacitate it, right, to control the capacity. 7 of Wands, yeah, to the 6 of Wands, yeah, definitely. Don't overwork yourself, especially with this information, especially if it's like this. I'm feeling like someone has an awakening in other words, a growth spurt, right? Into medical terminology, scientist terminology, growth spurt. And these awakenings are therefore they're putting in a lot of effort, or like it's like a lot to take on. So just taking it easy, praying on it, right? Fast pray and meditate, because there's multiple ways to be educated and informed and to comprehend this information. You will comprehend it. Like don't try to rush and control everything, or try to right, like power, like control this force, this information, this energy, right? Yeah, judgment. There's definitely judgment calls going on regarding the past. Like that energy that was coming through earlier was about you had information, and you can't, there's no if, ands, or buts. Like there was enough to guide and assist. And I'm feeling where someone's feeling guilty. And you know what? Fast pray and meditate on that. And there's room for correction, right? And everything will be corrected, of errors. And I'm also getting, well, someone's going to be doing it directly, apologizing directly for someone in particular of the load that was being created. 10 of Wands. They didn't understand fully of how that worked, but they had some interest, some in challenging, right? Some interest in going against the grain, I'm hearing. But they didn't know of the balance or the effect, right? The 6 of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like, well, to be firm. And there was this queen here, this earth energy, Queen of Pentacles. So this is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, right? And it was like, I'm only could remain at this energy. Like, I said, that's a feel. 3 of Pentacles. I'm remaining at this energy, and I'm knowing that there's more to it, but it's like I have to grasp everything that was to the now, right? And elevating and like evening and elevating, right? 3 of Pentacles. Like I know what I knew, and I worked with that. That's what I'm feeling. And I'm like, I'm getting like best intentions from some individual, and some other individuals. Like there was operating with the energy. It was like, but there was a in thought best intentions, but it wasn't being the case, right? The Hierophant, knowing where you're committing to and why, right? This energy over here, clear, straightforward contracts, and clear, straight involvement, right? Commitments to be, and it will be successful for. So regarding the business sector, it will be successful. It's going to be very passionate and driven, right? We have Capricorn energy, the Devil energy right here at the bottom, and then we have the Ace of Cups, and we have crossing is the 7 of Swords. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, definitely. And there was like there's a commitments to be, and also that someone in particular wants to check in on their health, make sure like everything is everything, right? As like I will enter a healthy relationship, right? Masculine energy wanting regarding a film. That's the feel here. Earth energy is very there's just openness. There's a openness to hear another person out, and also openness regarding information. And there's a lot of energies going on. There's a lot of different energies, different messages going on here, just to put that out there. Okay. And just be mindful of the flow, because there may be some contracts that are coming in fast, right? And this is 4, and I'm gonna pull in 5, the 5th energy here. So it's gonna be like financially rewarding, right? It's gonna be fast. It's already in motion. It's fast information coming through, and you also feel like I'm getting Virgo energy, where you're feeling like you're gonna have to take some time out apart and to think on it, because it seems all good and grand, right? But it also seems like there's some sketchiness going on. So that's where it's like, well, I have to think on this, right? Because then we have the 9 of Swords right behind that, and then the 8 of Pentacles. I have to think on this, and is it worth my investment, right? And what is this other one shining through at the bottom of the deck? The Lovers and the Magician stayed out. The Lovers and the Magician, yeah. And like, can I fully expand within me and who I am and how I am with this involvement, right? With this information, like, am I able to fly out, be true to self, come and go as I please? Is there trust? I'm hearing, is there trust? Okay, thank you, Spirit. This reading is going. Let's get a few real quick. Okay, this one stayed out. What is this? The Daughter of Swords. Yeah, so having to detach from certain interference, certain information, and staying firm on the balance, right? Rebalancing, connecting to. So the individual that was received some information, it's as if they're being gravitated. They're drawn and gravitated there because they've been looking for this individual who provided assistance and provided information, and that they having to defeat what was being created, and how they were able to best work with the energy, with the information. And they're looking for this, like this teacher is a field. They're looking for this teacher and want to collaborate. They want to apologize. That was apology energy. That's going to be corrected. They want to apologize of what the misbehavior, and their aim and is at being balanced and being, I'm hearing civil. So like I was saying, someone wasn't moving in an appropriate manner. Excuse me. Inappropriate manner. That's the feel there. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Fool energy with the Ten of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely much going on, and it's gonna be flowing. It's gonna be proper. There's gonna be liveliness, right? Then, and I'm getting for like, especially when you're educating the kids, right, and informing the kids more of, then that's this new portals, new openings, new beginnings, right? New structure, a new currency, growth. There's growth. I'm hearing like there is growth. So someone was like not accepting another individual even. Thank you, Spirit. I have 3 more. That's all I need, 3 more. We have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, it was like this feels taking more, giving less. Then we have Death energy, and then we have the 7 of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Mother of Cups, and then we have the 2 of Pentacles. There's definitely going to be a new form of income, a new source, a new involvement, a new collaboration, right? Even for some, as like a newness within a connection. Okay, I'm getting within self and with somebody else. That's how I'm hearing. Okay, and this Death energy on the Hierophant and 6 of Wands is talking about proper structures, proper commitments, right? Like, how do I say, suitable. Like, this is something I could respect within self and to other individuals. I'm getting where it's like someone could only give so much because the mental capacity that others are able to contain regarding with everything other in life. So it's like, you know, there has to be this fairness, but there's not going to be a taking more, giving less. It's a fairness, mindfulness of that, because it's like a lot of individuals want light, want life, but yet they can't even provide that. So it's like you give what you could provide, you know, or like this. What's that feel? What's that say? I could borrow what I could lend. That's the feel. This is the feel there. Knowing the light, knowing the exchange, right? Tier B, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and that's what I have there. And protecting that. Okay, thank you, Spirit. That's what I have there. Let's get a quick closing. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the Angel Ancestor Oracles for Capricorn Horus. Earth energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's an appropriate way to provide education for, like, in the mental health. I'm hearing, okay, I said it. In the health, like home health care, and not home health care, but like that too. Yeah, like, so this is like teaching the kids, right, of the sexuality, the mental health, the home health, right, all that feel. Trust and Thrive is showing through, educating on that field. So it could also be where an individual is wanting to be a teacher, and they're wanting to reach out to someone who is they view as a teacher. They want to provide us like they want a job or offer a job to someone in particular, and they're knowing like this individual is educated on that. Set your sights higher, showing through. Unleash the wolf within. Oh, excuse me, the wild within. But yeah, I said wolf. No, woof. Okay, and unlock the magic within and showing through. Ignite your passion, knowing the is and was. I'm hearing the how and the why. And choose your path. Choosing your path in life, direction. Okay, that's what I have there. Trust and thrive. Set your sights higher. Unleash the wild within. Unlock the magic within. It's like the thank you, thank it, so shall it be. I was about to say so shall it be, but yeah, that's beautiful. Yes, you think it, so shall it be, right? Okay, that's what I have there. Thank you for viewing Nature Wilderness Assistance here, and like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And it is 3:27 p.m. Saturday, March 18th, moon frequency. All right, take care. Bye, baby.